Hi everybody, Cheryl and Lady coming to you from the Ladies Garden and Home. And today, now that it's washed, I would like to plant up a whole bunch of flowers in hanging baskets on the shady side of the fence. So I hope you join us. Okay, so for this fun project, I've got these, I guess you call them half moon hanging planters. They have coconut core in the middle, and I'm going to actually save this plastic and use it as a liner inside because since these are, I guess, coconut husk, I'm afraid during the heat of the summer they're going to dry out too quickly. So I want to line something. Of course, I'll leave drainage in there with holes and stuff. But so this is the size of the basket, and I have 12 of them. And I don't think I'm going to use all 12 of them, although this is a pretty large fence, so. And then the next thing I have are the hangers, I guess you would call them. These are the, like these S-curve, they hook over the fence, and then the basket hangs on two of these. So in order to do this correctly, I have to make sure I've got enough. And I don't have them all in the same sizes. I bought these over the years, I guess from like the dollar store and that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure that I have even numbers of things. And also, I don't want it all haphazard, so I want a kind of a pattern around it. So that gets me to the next part of this project. Okay, so to figure out how I'm going to design it on this wall, I counted and I have 12, I have 12 of these size, I have 5 this size, and I have 6 this size. So what that basically means is the longer ones I can use, what I'm thinking is the longer ones I put in the middle. So like right here. And then the shorter ones I put on either side so basically it's going to have kind of like a wave effect going down the fence. So I think that should look nice, and I'll start with the center and then I'll work my way out to make sure everything's kind of even. I think that'll look nice and ordered, especially since, you know, during the chaos of everything overgrowing during the summer, it's nice to have something that looks like a little bit more, I don't want to say the word designy, but kind of like refreshingly simply symmetrical, whatever. Okay, so coming out from the middle, I've got 11 from the middle outwards. It's going to be 11 baskets. So in the baskets are going to go, I have a couple of bags of this Fox Farm potting soil. I'm going to add some organic dry fertilizer. This is a Spoma Garden Tone. It says herbs and vegetable food. It's fine for everything. It's a 3-4-4 mix. I'm sure the flowers will appreciate it and enjoy it. And then I'm going to add some worm castings too. So, and I'm going to mix all of that up in this bucket, and I'm going to moisten it a little bit first so it's not hydrophobic. When hydrophobic is like when soil hasn't been moistened in a while, and it can kind of either repel water, or you'll see water will just sit on top and you're like, how come it's not draining? Um, I guess that means that hydrophobic means that the soil is afraid of water. Just kidding. Um, no, it just needs to be pre-moistened. That's all. Moisten it up and slowly, and then go back and water it again, and it should be fine. These are the plants that I'd like to use in them. I bought them. I like these begonias. Again, this is really pretty much all shade, except maybe an hour of a strip of sunlight on the bottom in the evening. So whatever I put here has to really, really like the shade. So lobelia I got. Beautiful blue, I thought looked very, very nice against kind of this vibrant orange begonia. I love these, the color of the leaves of this begonia. These are wax leaf begonias, and this is Riviera Marine Blue Lobelia. And then Coleus. Coleus is a great shade-loving plant. It does flower, purple, purpley blue flowers. But really the stunning part of the coleus plant are the pretty leaves, and these get much bigger. These I propagated actually from a small plant that grew last year as just a volunteer in one of my pots, and I brought it inside and I just kept dividing it up and sticking it in the soil with some rooting powder, and they've done very nicely. They look puny because they are still small, but anyway, I have 5 of them here. I have 24 each of the begonias and the lobelia plants. And since I'm doing 11 up, what I think I'm going to do is, oh, hello, you see the sparrow up there? Where's this? You see it? See him? See him? See? Hello, sparrow. Anyway, I'm going to try to do 2 begonias, 2 lobelias, and 1 coleus in 5 of them. And then probably I'll mix it up a little bit with just the begonia and the lobelia. Okay, I'm gonna take plastic bag and just fit it in here. And I don't want it to overflow the sides. This is to keep it's really to help keep the soil moist, but of course I want it to drain. So what I'm going to do is just cut to about here. And then I'm going to cut some holes at the bottom. There we go. I'm using this basket here to hold this basket in place. It's an odd shape, and it just makes it easier to work in. So I use this as a scooper for the soil. And what I'm going to do is put some soil here at the bottom. Okay. So here we've got 2 begonia plants. So I'm going to want that to be tall in the middle. These got a little sun scalded because I had them out of the shade for a couple of hours the other day. I just needed to move them out of the way for a little bit while my son was power washing the fence, and they got a little sun scalded, as did my fig tree. Just a fig named Sue. He's relegated to total shade right now because boy did he get sun scalded. He'll be okay. He's got buds all over him. I don't know if those leaves will eventually drop, but he's got new growth. So I'm not that worried. I just feel bad because it kind of looks sad. All right, so I'm going to make this kind of like the tall part of it. And then this is quite root bound. It's time to get them planted, that's for sure. And I just loosen them up like that and tease them a little bit, just to loosen them up and start pointing them downwards. I think I'm going to do 1 on each side like that. And then I'll take one of the coleus. When I dig something up, I really try to get as much dirt around the roots as possible to prevent transplant shock. All right, we'll let it come forward that way. And hopefully this will all fill out nicely. Now, I'm not sure if this is the kind of lobelia that really trails. I know that there's some varieties that do, and I'm not sure if this variety, what I got, I just got it at the flower sale, and I really love the color. Hopefully they will at least train to trail somewhat over. Okay, I'm going to continue to make these baskets, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the fence looks like when we're done. long time, but really because in the middle of working on this, we had a quick thunderstorm come through, and I brought everything in thinking it wouldn't be so quick. Anyway, and then I brought everything back out again, and I finished up this evening. If you're curious as to the flowers that I used, what the varieties are, the lobelia is Riviera Marine Blue, and the begonias are Senator Scarlet. So I think the combination is very pretty, and I think hopefully they'll fill out throughout the summer growing season and give a nice big show. So I'm going to wrap this up because of the thunderclouds that I'm hearing rumbling. I want to thank you for joining us today. Lady and I really appreciate that you come in and watch our videos. And if you enjoyed this, I hope you give it a like, and I hope you subscribe so you can join our growing community. And from the Ladies Garden and Home, enjoy your gardening journey. Bye! Say goodbye, lady.